in a few minutes. Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagiwa. I should probably look that up. I keep guessing and pronouncing it phonetically, but I have no idea if I'm pronouncing it the correct way, and it would be responsible of me to respect my fellow drivers across the world by learning how to pronounce the name of this track. But for now, racing. So we've got 15 seconds, cutting it close. And what that is, each week are a series of those 3 races. It's called Daily Race A, B, and C. That changes weekly, and the race comes up every 6 to 8 minutes after the end of the race. I don't know. I may or may not know what I'm talking about. But what happens is, after I race, there's about 6 to 8 minutes before the next race comes up. So I don't know if that means it's every 15 minutes, every 20 minutes. I think it's every 20. We are about to race. I hit my goal for the week already 2 races ago just by staying calm. We've seen a lot of success today with the psychological aspects of racing by not getting flustered, calming before the race, which I'm doing right now. It's very natural to get the jitters, adrenaline pumping, heart racing. Calming during the race when things happen. There could be a lot of chaos or even aggressive drivers on course. And it's important to keep a clear head. So if we can manage psychologically, then we can be successful. The other thing that's been happening is I have been successful in most races, either finishing where I start or 1 to 2 to 3 positions higher. So right now I'm starting 10th. I'm in a driver rating group B primarily. I see some familiar drivers out there. S Messiah Sim Racing, we're going to give a shout out to. Just because they keep winning and it's courteous. So we'll do a little warm up. And by little, I mean 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21 seconds of warm up. So I did hit my goal of 3rd place. I have a weekly goal of being on the podium at least once. So I did hit that goal, and you know what that allows me to do now is relax. So as we get started, you know, with this race, some deep breaths, focusing on just driving my line, being consistent, minimizing mistakes, and if that means that, you know, we finish in 10th position, so be it. If that means that other drivers in front of us make mistakes and we're able to capitalize on those, that's great. If it means other drivers behind us are faster, so be it. We make sure to maintain our line and give them space. There is a faster car coming up on the left. We're going to respect their race line and let them pass. That was a clean pass. Hopefully they respect my line. I am on the inside. So if you notice down underneath my speedometer, there's like a radar there. That's how I can see around me, basically to see if there's cars, beside me when we're going through corners. And since I can't physically look to my right or to my left, because I would see my fireplace and my kitchen, I can use that radar to determine my proximity to other cars. So as we were going through that, the driver that we were passing, who I mentioned wasn't or may not have been respecting the driver line and letting me maintain my line, has the same tools that I do to be able to see that. They may not be using that radar, maybe they're using something else, but they have the ability to know that I'm there. And the responsibility to know that I'm there. That was a respectful move. So what happened there was, I think that's a GTR behind me. They had an opportunity to overtake me, and I gave them the space to do it, but they didn't take it because they braked hard, but that time around, they took the inside line and I gave it to them. It's important not to get flustered when you get overtaken. If you're getting overtaken by a faster driver, let them be faster. There's no sense in battling to the point where you can't bring both cars home. That got a little sketchy, but it was a good segment. Really happy with that corner. That corner is a corner that I've been working on today, and I targeted it in my qualifying drill session this morning to make sure that I was able to drive it consistently and proficiently. And it also gives me an opportunity, if there's other drivers that also struggle with it, which is very possible, to have an advantage. I'm pretty pleased so far with the race. We've been able to keep the mistakes to a minimum. and we're finding speed. So I'll make sure he has the opportunity to stay on the inside line. I can see him on my left, and he earned it. I took that a little wide. That was on me. It gave an opportunity for the purple Supra behind me to make up some ground. Call Miss Spartacus. Call me Spartacus. Oh my goodness. Sometimes when you say it out loud, it just all comes together, right? So we have a chance potentially to pick up another spot because Valera Darkwood has a penalty to serve of 1 second engine cut. And here it is. And we picked up a spot. And those are the kind of mistakes that we can capitalize on. So I don't know why Valera Darkwood had to serve a penalty. Not sure that it matters. Could have been contact, could have been going off course. Whatever it was, they served it. Looks like most of the drivers drove a good, clean race. You can tell by the number of red dots on the right-hand side of the screen. There's only 2 that we can see anyway that got penalties. So everybody pretty much drove a clean race, and we were able to move up 1 position. Remember, the success measure is to move up 1, 2, or 3 positions. So I'm feeling good about that. I've got 7 consecutive clean races. By definition, even if it doesn't claim a clean race, sometimes there's unintended contact that happens and you don't get a clean race bonus. You don't get anything for that besides points to use elsewhere. Clean race is just I didn't go off track and I didn't create any contact, so I feel good about the line that we maintained, and we moved up 1 spot. And we're within more skilled drivers. All these drivers here are driver rating B. So we're going to give a shout out to the 1st and 2nd place winners. And we're going to say congratulations. Good race. Lightning 21121 is gone. But we got the shout out from Messiah Sim Racing. And yeah, we'll give a thank you back to Messiah Sim Racing. Alright, and we're out. So good race. We'll probably do 1 or 2 more because it's up to me to cook dinner. Cooking dinner for my beautiful wife because I love her and she does so much. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Thanks for hanging out.